essays in the Federalist Papers.
Let me.
I don't think that we're talking about the Constitutional Convention.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. So, what year was that, Erica? 1780.
There was a big glare on my head.
I think it was 1780.
I don't know if we're.
Wait. When was the
Dad's like, I don't know if anybody's going to show up. We'll see.
Yeah, that is. Wait.
Convention. When was it?
When was what?
It was 1787 to 1787. It was May 25th to September 17th.
Shut it.
Lisa and I are trying to talk.
Go in the other room.
It's not like you're gonna.
Oh, good. We had somebody come on and they jumped off after they heard me tell you to shut up. You guys go somewhere else. I'm not kidding. No.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm chilling.
Yeah, Hamilton went to the Constitutional Convention and then. Sorry.
Wow.
I was just.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Callista.
Hey, Callista.
Callista joined us.
Oh, of course she did.
What's up? You can say hi.
Melissa.
Over here. Don't yell.
Why not?
Matt told
What
me
about
to
one
shut
of
up.
He's not Matt to you.
Yeah, but Matt
Also,
to him.
dude,
Her.
what's going on with your hair,
I
dude?
don't know. It's
It doesn't look as bad as it usually does.
Well, we're live.
I actually
Do you wanna-
try.
Callista,
Unlike someone.
hey, Callista, how are things over at your place? Are you guys bored yet? See if she's going to message or not. Come on. Tap, 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 tap.
I want to come over.
I want you to come over, Callista. I'm bored.
We all wish you could come over, Callista, but, well, you know my situation, so we'll be able to do it soon, I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the
Yeah.
coronavirus.
Some, yeah. So most of our, we have literally been quarantined. We haven't left the house other than to tend to the chickens
We
and
had a picnic.
burn trash. Oh yeah, we had a picnic on the
yesterday.
front
That was
porch
awesome.
yesterday.
And Carmen and I took a walk yesterday because it was nice.
Yeah,
It was so nice yesterday.
but
Yeah.
luckily we live in the middle of nowhere, so
We have some space.
we have a lot of space. And
I'll be right back. I'm getting
we can do things outside without the danger of coming into
Oh,
contact with other human beings.
Yeah.
So
Hey, I set it up for you. After I told you I wasn't, and then I did it anyway.
well,
Hey, you do that a lot.
usually.
You're like, no, honey, you can do it yourself. And then I go to do it myself, and you're like, I already did it for you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
So
Yeah.
what you been doing lately?
Working.
Mommy, do you like
Oh
it?
my gosh.
Do you
Dude, just cream cheese on the bagel.
do you like a lot?
You talk loud.
Hi, Dee Dee. How's it going?
You know,
Why do you
Glad you could join us. You and the other. We love Dorothy.
Carmen, it's Dorothy.
I know, I heard.
Oh.
Yeah, you said her name like 4 times.
Yeah.
How are things at your house, Dorothy?
Everybody bored yet? Because I know there's a little bit of boredom over here. She's bored.
Yeah.
What about your brothers? I'm just curious.
They're probably boring to her.
Like, what
Are
are
you-
they doing is what I mean.
Are you guys quarantined, Dorothy? Are you all staying home for the most part? Nights ago, Issa came downstairs and said, "Dad, can we buy Mortal Kombat?"
Yeah.
So we downloaded it on our sad internet connection, and
Yeah.
it took all night long, but we've been playing Mortal Kombat
It's
for the
fun.
last few evenings. So
It's fun.
I only played for a around
Yeah,
yesterday?
I kept dying, and I need help, by the way.
I'm getting better. I'm never losing.
Carmen beat some of the people that I couldn't beat.
Well,
She's a crazy button masher.
Emma keeps
I
getting
am.
attacked by a rooster.
Yeah.
It's like he wants to be eaten.
Yeah, Rusty the rooster. I think he actually wants us to
To eat him,
wring his neck and have him for dinner.
Is he suicidal?
which we might do next
Probably.
week.
Yeah, we might do that.
No,
Just 'cause
I want to
he's-
eat him.
He's
he'll be
pretty
good.
though.
Honey, he's mean to me, and he would be mean to you.
He's
Hi.
pretty though.
I don't
He's
like
very
a
pretty.
rooster.
He's a pretty rooster. It's a shame we have to kill him, but
He's a jerk.
he is. He's mean.
He tracks me down every time I'm out there with him.
Yeah, he's a
So-
punk.
He's like,
Yeah.
she's here.
Hi, busy little house. How are you doing today? Thanks for joining us.
Here you go.
Awesome.
I eat it like
Put him in a
so
pot.
much.
That is right. See?
He
See,
is.
She knows.
He's a punk. He
He is a punk.
back when Emma was sick with the plague, and I had to go out and take care of the chickens, which I absolutely hate.
Mm-hmm.
He almost went after me, but I
Yeah.
think he thought better of it when I gave him a stare down.
He actually watches because as soon as you turn your back on him, that's when he like gets closer and like tries to like plan. I think he's planning his angle of attack, but every time I turn my back on him, he's like right up on me. So I keep like the stick with me the whole time to keep him away.
We're doing well. We're
Yeah.
surviving quarantine.
I'm just a little bit
And we're
sick.
finding ways to actually talk to each other, which is weird.
Yeah.
I'm finally getting to know everyone.
Yeah, we're getting to know each other.
Yeah, I haven't known you since I was born.
Oh yeah. When they get some chickens, when they get broody, oh,
That's all.
they've never gotten that bad. You know, they'll kind of show me that they're not happy when I reach in to get eggs, but that's about it.
Yeah, the buff orps are awesome.
Yeah.
They have a really nice temperament, and Emma treated the buff orp rooster that we have like a kitten, and like literally treated it like a kitten when we first got them.
Yeah.
And we have our house has a basement, and so she put a big metal tub down in the basement bathroom and put all these little baby chicks in there, and she would go down there every night and
Yeah.
cuddle him like he was a kitten. And I made so much fun of her when she was doing that, but it paid off because he still acts like a kitten.
Yeah.
And he'll still let you pick him up, and he'll bury his head under your arm and stuff like that. But
He purrs.
we're in mid Missouri.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
Where are you again? I think I picked it up in one of the lives, but I forgot.
Quebec.
Quebec. That's awesome. Well, welcome from Canada. That's so cool.
Open to individual communities, whether or not they want to make everybody stay home.
Yeah.
Because Missouri is so diverse and it's like different cultures. Snow and frozen mud is abundant.
Yeah.
Callista said they're looking for chicks right now.
Oh.
But Missouri is so diverse that we have St. Louis and Kansas City on the
both
east and the
ends,
west
yeah.
side of the state, and then north we have St. Joe, south we have Springfield, and then in the middle we have Columbia. But everywhere else,
That's right, Nick.
Missouri is great.
Hi, Nathan.
But Missouri, other than those larger cities, most of the communities in Missouri are a lot more
You
rural.
can do that so weird.
Yeah.
And we have larger county seats that are 10, 15,000 population, but we really do have a lot of rural areas, and it's hard to make a blanket statement across the entire state. So,
Yeah.
but we're self quarantined right now.
Yeah.
And hoping our toilet paper lasts.
Yeah. Hey, Nathan Sampson Farms. He's in West Tennessee,
Oh, sweet.
and I believe he does some blacksmithing and metalwork.
What part of Tennessee?
Yeah.
And the reason I ask is because we both went to Union in Jackson.
Yeah.
So that's where we graduated from. That's where we met.
The Boot Hill, yep.
Sampson, yeah. I'm originally from Boot Hill, Wardell, Missouri. That's where I that's that's where I'm from originally is the Boot Hill. I was born in Cape Girardeau and grew up working on a farm down there. Call it gumbo dirt. That's what we farmed in. It was really sticky.
Your grandma, Matt's grandma, grew up in the Reelfoot Lake area.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where she was from.
She's from Tiptonville.
Yep.
Which, if you're from the Reelfoot Lake area, I'm sure you're familiar with Tiptonville.
Prettiest girl in Tennessee, right?
Prettiest girl in Tennessee. Yep.
Yep. That's what my grandpa said.
See, I remember these. Also, that makes me the prettiest because I look just like her.
Yeah, you do.
We like Reelfoot. Whenever we would go down, visit my grandmother in the Boot Heel, she always wanted to go
Get
to
catfish.
Reelfoot and eat catfish.
Mhm. Yep.
Obion County, just across the lake. Okay. Yeah.
I've heard of Obion. Yeah, what was Jackson? Jackson's in Madison County. Is that right? I think that's right.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah. I
6
think so.
people, mommy.
Yeah.
Oak Ridge, Missouri, north of Cape. Okay, yeah. I went to SEMO for a few semesters before I decided I wanted to go to Christian college.
You know what's funny? You say you catfish. I actually like catfish, but it doesn't like me. So, and I eat all sorts of
Like
seafood
milk?
and just fish in general. But for some reason, every time I tried catfish, it didn't stay down. So that's the nicest way I can put it.
I don't really like fish.
You know what sounds really good right now, Nick? Some fish tacos. I'd love some fish tacos right now. We should go fish the pond this
We
weekend.
could. Yeah.
Make some fish tacos. Mm-hmm.
55 Cape Jackson, Fruitland, Oak Ridge. Okay, yeah. Yep. I always thought Fruitland was a funny name for a town.
Yep.
So is Tightwad.
Yeah, Tightwad.
we had Tightwad, Missouri up here. So
Yeah. That's where around where your dad lives. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
what? So Sampson Farms. What type of farm do you guys have?
Nick.
What happened this weekend? You having fish? Yeah, there's one thing. Doesn't know much about birds. One thing that's
He's a quail guy.
Huh?
He has quails.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like quail.
Yeah.
Quail's good eating.
Yeah,
For
I've
sure.
talked to Nate about adding quail to.
Yeah, I grew up a dirt farmer. I say that as though I did it willingly. My dad made me work on the farm.
Yeah.
So there are other things I would have rather have done, but yeah, we did have cattle for a little while, but my dad decided we couldn't make any money off that, so he ditched that operation. Just stuck with cotton and wheat.
Yeah.
Grain sorghum. We called it Milo. Soybeans. So,
Yeah.
a lot of rice and corn down there now.
Yeah.
I think the corn subsidies down there have pretty much ruined the farm culture.
Yeah.
Farming your name is all that matters. That's right.
I grew up in the city, so no farming background at all. I mean, my parents, I'm first generation American, so my parents worked the fields. So that's about as close to the background of farming that I have. But something I wanted to do when we finally moved out to the country. So just learn how to grow and raise food. So here we are.
Yeah, you mentioned something about buying land. There's nothing that makes you want to buy more land than having a little land. We have a little, I say little, I mean, if you're from the city, it's not little, but
yeah,
we have 11 acres here. And
Small compared to what
about an acre and a half-ish, I think, is pond.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish we had more land. I really do. It's not quite enough room yet.
Yeah, we talked about because I've been wanting to get some cattle or maybe a couple of cows here and there, but Matt wants to get a little bit more land before we do that. So
30 head of goat. Wow,
man,
that's a lot of goat.
Oh my god, cow.
Your husband is from Spain, España. That's how they would say it.
España.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because they pronounce their S's like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
¿Qué tal?
That's true. It doesn't, I say that it doesn't matter how much land you have, you always want more, but no matter how much you have, you're grateful for it as long as it keeps you out of the city.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I couldn't stand when we lived in town was the fact that the house that was next to us was 10 feet away.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. And it's suffocating.
Oh, wow. That's cool, Nate. Man.
Used to train more, make more money.
Yeah.
Holy crap. make some of those dollars training Tennessee walking horses. Maybe you could send some our way.
Yeah.
That's a great skill, though. Horse training is a fantastic skill to have, without a doubt. My
Horse training?
Horse training.
Oh, that's freaking cool.
Yeah.
Why'd you stop?
Mad money making
Yeah,
skills.
he does.
He
does woodworking too. Sorry, he does all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
Stuff
That's
you do
cool.
too.
Yeah. So my dad, when I was growing up, my dad was a farrier, and people from around our area would bring the horses over, and mules too. He would shoe mules as well. Not how much I got paid.
It never really trickles down, right, to the people actually doing the work.
But my dad was a farrier, and he's the first person I ever saw who hit hot steel with a hammer, so on an anvil, and so we really enjoyed, or I enjoyed watching him do that when I was a kid. So reconnecting. Man, I disagree. I don't trust mules as far as I could throw them. They are stubborn. Mules are stubborn. There's a reason they say stubborn as a mule.
Hi,
Hey,
Brian's
Brian.
Les Hills Homestead. Nick, I don't think so.
Not right now, especially not in these times.
No, I actually want to. So I was planning on growing. I always plan on growing extra stuff, but or extra food, but I tend to give a lot of it away. So yeah. So if we have extra stuff, I usually give it away.
Yeah.
Except for eggs, I do sell eggs.
Trim you a little easier on your body. That's probably true. Man, nothing beats your back up like a trotting horse. That's for sure.
See, I don't know a lot about horses and mules. That's definitely not something that a girl from Southern California gets to do much.
Yeah.
I feel better. My hair is
Yeah,
better.
we-
I got my sewing
Nick,
better.
we'd like to get into canning too.
Yeah.
We don't,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it comes to tomatoes,
Mm-hmm.
peaches, that sort of thing. We have some
Yeah.
incredible peach trees on our property that
Carmen.
we have some really great peach trees on our property that we can't take credit for. They were here when we moved here and we
Right,
bought
yeah.
the place, but we also have what was I saying? Oh, we also grow tomatoes and
Yeah.
that sort of thing, cucumbers.
Yeah.
So there's some things that we'd like to be able to can.
I do. Yeah, Nate, I do want to pickle some stuff, jalapenos and stuff, because we will eat pickled jalapenos. We eat those all the time. Well, not all the time, but a lot. Hi, Tim Family Farm. How are you doing, Amy?
She's got to take the dog out. She'll be back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dogs.
Um,
We just open the door and let them out. Let them run.
mules are more sure-footed. Yeah, that's probably true too.
Yeah.
My dad always had at least one team of mules, and growing up, I think Emma said you were this. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Always had a team of mule, at least one team of mules, and take them on trail rides and that sort of thing. So,
Yeah.
I had a really fun childhood. I feel guilty sometimes that that my kids don't have the same childhood that I had, but they still have a really great one out here on our place. They have freedom to roam, and if they want to go outside, they can without any supervision, and yeah, so.
Yeah, no supervision.
That's the volume. So every time you talk, it just shows the
I'm new to
your
this.
level. So your level, obviously, yeah, that's pretty cool.
So my favorite salsa recipe is actually a really hot one, and it's the one that I learned from her dad,
Yeah.
and it's
Mhm.
but it'll burn your face off.
I think when we were in California this past Christmas, my sister and I took the girls to Hollywood because they wanted to go to Hollywood. So Matt stayed behind with my mom and dad.
Like going to Hollywood.
And
It was really crowded.
And so there were way too many people. But yeah, so Matt stayed home with my mom and dad, and Matt got to goof off with my dad in his workshop. I don't even remember what you did while you were there, but my mom made him some really hot salsa. And Matt texted me at one point and was like, "Oh my gosh, your mom just made some salsa that just burned my face off, and I'm so happy right now."
But he was like crying.
Yeah, they actually stopped using jalapenos in their salsa because you can't get a consistently spicy jalapeno from the grocery store anymore. So they started using serranos. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to grow serranos this year.
Yeah.
And jalapenos. Yeah.
Okay, just don't put too much in the salsa. I can handle spice, but not too much.
Hey, Nick, did you guys start your tomatoes and peppers yet? We haven't yet. I need to do that tonight. I totally need to do that tonight.
We rewatched the Tom Holland versus Zendaya thing again.
Oh,
other
yeah.
Started. Yeah. So you're lame. You better get on it.
Yeah, I know I am. That's all right.
A couple days ago. Okay. Well, I can't give her too much grief then.
Oh.
Cool. Yeah, we actually we've had so much rain here. It's absurd.
Yeah.
And so we haven't been able to do stuff that we need to do to get the garden ready. We need to burn off the garden and get it ready. I think we're going to put some more raised beds in after we burn off some of the dead stuff from last year.
Yeah.
12 tomato plants.
Yeah, I think I'm doing double that, but then we'll do some of the sun sugars that we love. Issa and I really like those. And then I'm going to try and do, I think it's Berry's Crazy Cherry or something like that. Yeah, crazy. So I'm going to try those this year. Yes, Nate, I'm totally going to try some okra this year. I'd love to try making some fried okra here at home. It's one of our favorites. Well, Carmen and I love it.
And in Southeast Missouri, there's a Lambert's. There's one in Southwest Missouri, and then I think there's one in Alabama.
Yeah, somewhere else.
Like some weird place, and they have what they call pass-arounds, and so you order your meal, and then they have servers walking around the whole time with fried potatoes, fried okra, macaroni. I mean, just molasses for your rolls. I mean, and their fried okra, Folkestone, when it was, I swear it was a trailer. Before it was anything. I mean, I was probably, I didn't think it was awesome at the time, but looking back is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. But
yeah, the Lamberts and Ozark, especially, they're I always get the hog jowls, and they're much better in Springfield area than they are Sikeston.
I'm kind of scared to do your challenge, Nate, because this is going to be the first time that I grow okra here. So I'm not sure if I'm up for a challenge yet. The challenge for me will be to grow okra.
Boom.
Boom. Can I?
Adventures at the Retreat. Where are you guys located?
They're the ones in Potosi. They have that retreat.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're not far from Lambert's in Sikeston. Just don't get the hog jowls.
Yeah. Cindy is the one, I believe it's her husband was in the military, and they have a retreat for I think it's service members and first responders who suffer from PTSD.
Oh, that's awesome. So, God bless you guys.
That is pretty cool. So if you guys don't follow her, go follow her. She's awesome.
20 a year, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying okra, so for sure. We'll see how that goes. Oh, Nick, hog jowls are amazing. It's like bacon on crack.
Yeah, literally. I think one of the things, cured hog jowl is better than bacon.
That does sound good. See, we should raise some pigs and then we can try it.
Yeah, we could raise some pigs.
If you raise pigs, I'm going to have to get a pet pig.
No,
they're not going to be pets.
No pet pigs.
Yeah. So
pigs are for eating.
Yeah.
No. Pigs are
food.
Fish are friends, not food.
Well, for me, catfish would be friends because I can't eat it.
So, Adventures at the Retreat. Cindy?
Yeah.
So, Cindy, if you get 4 more subscribers today, you can count us, or you can blame us for it.
I don't know if she's posting videos yet. I know I've been trying to get her to do it. I follow her on Instagram, so we do a lot of interacting on Instagram.
Well, if you ever want any tips, Emma's got them. She learned them. She had to learn them.
Nice. You see, there you go.
What?
She got a sub. A sub. Now Cindy's doing some awesome stuff over there, and I think that's just really cool what you're doing. So I still want to come out and visit your farm or your retreat at some point. I think you're only about an hour and a half away or something like that.
Yeah, we threatened to do it.
Yeah, we just didn't have.
We threatened to do that. When was that?
Threatened over Thanksgiving when we were.
Oh yeah, it was over
there.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, and It was Thanksgiving was a kind of a rough time for us because my grandmother passed away in last April, and so Thanksgiving was kind of I mean, she, and like most families, I mean, she's the one that kind of held the family together. Everybody came to visit her for Christmas. That was kind of our last big get together before the inevitable happens. I mean, my dad's siblings are all grandparents now, and so the kids are going to start coming to their houses instead of them coming to grandma's house. And so it was our last big get together before the family just kind of drifts apart, I'm afraid. So
they sold the farm.
Yeah, sold the farm. Yeah, yeah, that was tough. That was tough.
Yep.
What are you doing, Carmen? Stop.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Especially when you don't have a place to get together anymore. That's
Right,
what's that was what was so hard about it is
Go get some more coffee.
we didn't really have I mean we were able to stay in my grandmother's home but it was already under contract. I mean it was about to be gone. So or no, it was about to go up for auction. What was so hard about it is having to not only see a lot of family for what might be the last time, but also knowing that we don't have a second home down there anymore. So that was tough. Coffee o'clock here too. Yeah, Emma can't survive without coffee. She can. That's what she says. But all the kids that are sitting next to me just laughed because they know it's not true.
Hey, I've gone some time without coffee.
When?
Like when I got sick, when I had bronchitis.
Well, that's because you
It was
That doesn't
like-
count.
That was
doesn't
like
count.
2 or 3.
Feel better, so you drank tea instead of coffee.
7 or 8 of you that are watching, maybe you can spread the word. It's Sonny's place. It's not Sonny's place. You could, and the reason that we call it Sonny's place is because Sonny is my grandfather's name. My dad's name too, but my dad goes by his middle name. But my grandfather's name was Sonny, and so that's how we pronounce the name of our farm and our homestead and our channel. And
A
And
lot
so
of people.
if you,
And that's okay.
yeah, if you tell me that's not how you pronounce it, then you're calling my grandmother a liar. And around where I'm from, those are fighting words. Yeah, my grandfather was my grandfather was the one that I ended up working on. And so once we found out that the farm was going to sell, was about the time that we were starting this YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And so that was, like you said, it's more of a tribute name than anything. So
Yeah.
nobody here's named Sonny.
Don't worry, if I have a son, I got it.
You got it. All right.
Yeah, I got it.
My grandfather was a good dude, man.
Yeah.
He's a World War II vet, or was a World War II veteran. He was in the Navy during World War II, and he married my grandmother. They moved to Oregon, I think it was Astoria, if I remember
Yeah, I
correctly.
think it's Astoria. Mhm.
And they moved to Astoria, Oregon, where my grandfather went through boot camp in the Navy. He shipped out from there, and she lived in Oregon. She actually worked at a boarding house, or I guess you would call it a boarding house. And she helped with the cooking and the cleaning and that sort of thing. And then and on the weekends, she told me she used to go fly fishing. So
Your grandma was cool too.
yeah, she was awesome. But well, I could tell you 1,000 stories about my grandfather, but
Well, your grandpa and your dad, both Navy men.
yeah, my dad was in the Navy also.
Yeah.
No, there was not a branch of the military that wanted me.
Mm. Or that would take you.
that would take me.
Yeah.
At least you knew Taekwondo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black belt. But yeah.
Yeah, but none of your generation or the cousins served in the military.
No, that's true. That's true.
None of the.
I went to a recruiting
No,
office once and they sent me home.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really did. I
Yeah.
walked in and they saw that I was wearing hearing aids and they're like, try the Air Force. The Air Force was like, nope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no greater sacrifice. I tell you,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Well, we appreciate his service very much.
Oh, yeah. Nathan, also from Samson Farm, served in the military. He's a vet. I believe he's an Iraq vet.
Okay.
Maybe Army. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that he is a combat veteran. And he might not be on here anymore. He
Well, thanks for joining us. Appreciate that.
maybe join our
Feral kids. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not awake at 9:30.
Yeah. Well, we have to be for work. Nick is actually one of my coworkers, and he this is our second live, and this is the second time he's joined us. And he's also kind of gardener
Okay.
/ hunter and all
Yeah.
that. So he's
Yeah.
he's awesome.
Who?
You'd get along with him. He used to work at Midway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd be buddies.
Yeah.
Stop it. That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, have you let the chickens out yet?
No, I usually do around 12 or 1 o'clock. I was going to do it right after this. So what is your work?
Oh.
Day jobs. Okay. So my day job, I'm actually a web designer for an online mortgage lender, and thankfully, able to work with.
I'm IT director for a nonprofit in our area. So I sit on our senior leadership team and help
Yeah.
kind of drive strategy for our organization as it involves technology. So yeah, definitely computer nerd. All three of us are.
Yeah,
Cindy.
we all. Yeah.
Well, it's good grief. Go get yourself some chickens.
Yeah.
There's a great place in Lebanon, Missouri, if you need chickens.
Yeah, that's where I get all of my chickens, called Cackle Hatchery, which is I just love the name. But I try to support all the mostly local businesses, and we're fortunate to have Baker Creek, as you know, they're actually here in Missouri, so I can say that I'm buying local, which is awesome. But yeah, I get all of my chickens from there.
I've been trying to get Emma to buy an incubator so that we can have.
Hey, Austin.
Oh, brother, Austin's here.
Small? Oh, jeez.
So,
Of course.
yeah, I've been trying. If we can hatch our own meat birds, depending on how many we can hatch at a time. I mean, we may be able to actually be able to make some money off of that by selling chickens. So.
Yeah, we'd like to. One of the reasons that we got Teddy the rooster was so that we can actually hatch our own chickens at some point. And so I think with everything that's happened, it kind of rushed or pushed forward some of those plans. So
yeah, and I think, hey, Little Mountain Life.
Hey, Don, what's going on, man?
I think for us and for a lot of homesteaders that are just now starting out, and I don't think you could overstate the impact that YouTube has had on homesteading. It's had the same type of impact on metalwork and knife making, which is something that I really enjoy doing. but the impact that it's had is that there are a lot more people that want to get into homesteading because it gives them more knowledge about what they're actually putting into their bodies. And and it's, this whole thing that's happening right now, the whole health situation that's going on, it's really making people want to become more self-sufficient, and not have to, run to the grocery store and fight over a pound of hamburger meat.
Yeah.
And so it's done the same for us as well. I mean, we're a very, very young homestead, but this has kind of put things into gear for us and made us realize that there are so many things that we can't do ourselves yet, and we still have to depend on a grocery store for. And so it's given us a bit of a jump start and made us want to expand some of the things that we do, like hatching our own chickens, for example.
Yeah. Well, I think it's stuff that I've always wanted to do, and so it's been really great finally to have his. And so I think, with everything that's happened, it kind of sped that up a little bit, and showed how important it is.
It does put things into perspective.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can't depend on other people your entire life. You just can't do it.
Yeah, it has been, Cindy. Yep.
Ate quail on the 6th. One step closer to staying out of stores. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool. We've talked about raising pheasants also.
Yeah.
Pheasants. I can remember growing up in Southeast Missouri. My dad would always, whenever he harvested wheat, he would purposefully leave windrows, which, I mean, they are windrows, so I mean they serve a purpose. But it was in my life. I'm terrible at pheasant hunting, apparently. But they are tasty animals, and their eggs are good too. I think they're almost a delicacy.
Yeah. I think, we've talked about pheasant and quail, and I think at the end of the day, if we had to choose between the two, I think Matt was kind of leaning more towards the pheasant.
Yeah. Just
because they're tastier. Oh, that's exciting, cross. John. Yeah. I was trying to decide between Cornish crosses and I think it's the Freedom Rangers. And I watched that video that Jason from Sow the Land did on comparing the two breeds. And I think we both just we really liked the Freedom Rangers just because they're more chicken-like. The Cornish crosses just kind of freak me out a little bit. And I've heard that from several people that they just grow so freakishly fast. And so, so I actually wanted to put an order into Cackle Hatchery for some Freedom Rangers this year. I'll need to check to see if they have anything available, but I wanted to order those in March, but I'm not sure if they have any availability right now with everything that's happening. So just means that we need to speed up some of our plans for building our chicken tractors.
One of the cool things about that video that Jason did was he compared. I think he basically did a cost.
Yeah, cost breakdown.
Yeah, cost breakdown of what it costs to feed the chickens, and then
that makes sense.
Don. The amount that he spent, or the amount that they expected to make from the chickens. So it's a really, really good breakdown. It's worth a watch for sure.
Yeah, if you guys haven't watched it, go check it out. I'm sure you guys have heard of Sow the Land, so it's a great channel.
Seeds are in high demand right now.
Yeah, they are. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Days, and she just tapped me on my arm and said, "I can hear."
Yeah. Yeah, I know seeds are in high demand in a lot of places. I know for Baker Creek and in my gardener, they've been struggling to keep up with demand, especially with some of the quarantines, or not quarantines, the lockdowns. So makes me thankful that I had my seed haul early. Mm-hmm. Matt laughed at me for having gotten so many seeds early on, but he's not laughing now. fork out.
Yeah. Okay. So I saw a cool DIY plucker. It was basically a 50-gallon drum, which we can get those from Orscheln
Yeah.
for $20.
Mm-hmm.
Orscheln's our local, basically farm and home store. And then this particular plan that I saw was a 50-gallon drum with a big notch cut out of it in the front, just a big U shape, with a rod or holes drilled in either side, and then a rod with a brush on it. And then you could just hook that brush up to a power drill and hold the chicken up against the brush, and then the brush would spin, and you could turn the chicken, however many ways you wanted to, and it would pluck the feathers for you. It's actually really cool little concept, and really, really simple to do.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, if you guys could hit that thumbs up, that'd be awesome. We'd appreciate it for sure. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to process our own birds. I've never done anything like that. The only chickens I've ever had are just egg layers. And so, I get a little bit attached to them, but I try to distance myself a little bit from the younger flock that we have. But really, I'm more attached to Teddy. And so if anything ever happened to him, I'd be pretty upset.
Yeah, he's a good rooster for sure. We won't. I mean, he's too old for us to even think about eating. And most of our chickens that we have,
The buffs,
the layers, the buffs are too old for us to think about eating. But so nothing will happen to them unless somehow a raccoon gets them or something, which we've had happen here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, thankfully the neighbor got that raccoon because.
Yeah, when we first got the buffs, we had a raccoon that we had 10 buffs, including Teddy, the rooster, and thank goodness he survived. But we had a raccoon come in and get 6 of our chickens in one night.
Yeah,
and
that was tough.
And he had actually gotten, I think, maybe 10 of our neighbors. Yeah. I mean, he was going to town. Yeah. But our neighbor finally caught him and popped him. And our chickens have been relatively safe ever since.
Yeah. I mean, and our chicken run is pretty secure. Mm-hmm.
We did have something try to chew through our fence the other night, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, people, city people think that raccoons are just so cute and adorable. And you know what? If I see one, I'm going to take it out. So I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah. Same with possums.
Well, yeah, we do that with possums too, because they actually threaten our cats. So, which I guess wouldn't be a
Whiz Bang Plucker. Is that the one? Is the Whiz Bang one the one with the like spins with the rubber fingers on the inside?
I haven't eaten raccoon before, but I sure wouldn't mind that. I would definitely enjoy that.
I have a friend of mine. Yeah, rubber fingers in a drum. Yeah, I have a friend of mine who I work with, and he used to be a teacher. And his first year of teaching, all of the when they did their back to school thing that was just for the teachers, they did a potluck. Well, he had no money because he hadn't even started working yet. He had zero money, so he went out and he shot a bunch of possums, and he made barbecue possums in a.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, see you guys. So he took barbecue possum in a crock pot to his back to school event, and he came home with a full crock pot.
It just tastes like chicken. Well, I was going to be the one that raises chickens, and then Matt was going to help me process them. So I'm kind of leaving him in charge of what we're going to use for a plucker. So
yeah, and I think she would. Oh, I
Carmen's outside riding the bike.
She would have a hard time doing the slaughter too, I think.
I think I would initially.
Not with Rusty the rooster though.
No.
She would probably enjoy that. But dog's going crazy.
Yeah.
But it's cool what nature is actually built into the whole process.
Yeah.
Because if you put a chicken upside down in a funnel, I mean, it doesn't take much time at all for the blood to rush to their head, and they just kind of lose a sense of what's going on. And it's a great, once that happens, and you can cut their jugular and just let them bleed out and kind of slowly fall asleep, basically.
Yeah.
So it's the way that God's built these creatures is actually pretty amazing. So you can slaughter chickens with very little guilt, and there's a lot of enjoyment in the harvest once you're able to actually enjoy the fruits of your labor. So
Yeah. I don't know.
feedback corner. How did you get it to hang up?
Yeah. That's interesting.
Skin and bam soup.
You know what? I think we're going to enjoy Rusty when we finally have to.
Yeah.
We were thinking about maybe next week or the week after. We'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to putting in some soup. He's not a year old yet. Those chickens, the younger flock, they're not quite a year old yet. So
I thought Cindy was leaving. Did you change your mind?
I think it was Karen
Oh,
that was going to leave. Yeah. But she's hanging out. We don't mind.
that's fine.
You're welcome to hang out as long as you want.
The Featherman looks intense. Big invest. Featherman. Huh.
Huh. Well, we'll need to, or I guess I'll let you look that up. Oh.
Tied it up and hung it off a nail. Huh. That's interesting. So how long does it take before the chicken just kind of goes numb, do you think?
Oh, yeah.
In what was it? The documentary, what was it? Forks Over Knives? No, it was. Well, it was when they showed the Homestead Guru guy. What's his name?
Oh, you're talking about Food Revolution?
Yeah, Food Revolution.
Yeah.
They showed the chicken harvest and yard bird. Yeah, that's actually what Lambert's calls chicken, yard bird.
Yeah.
But in that documentary, they had like 4 or 5 funnels set up, which I think spun, and so they could put chickens in, or put a chicken in, spin it, put a chicken in, spin it, and it would actually give time for the chicken to kind of pass out, and by the time it got back around, then it was ready to be cut.
Oh, you're talking about Joel Salatin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that dude knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
For sure. He's an inspiration.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he's the reason that Matt's even thought about having cows, is because it simplifies the process. So, which is, raising food is really simple, actually. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we are
Yeah,
30 seconds away from an hour. And
Yeah.
we both have to go back to work.
Yeah, we do. And I've got to get out and do my chicken chores.
Yep.
Chicken chores.
But
Yeah.
man, you guys are awesome. All 7 of you, 8 of you.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us, guys. We really appreciate it.
Yep. Well, you guys have a great day, and we might try and do this again next Friday.
Yeah.
The way this whole thing has worked out with the quarantine, we're home all the time now, but it's up in the air what's going to happen when we actually have to go back to work.
Yeah.
But hang in there. We'll if you could let us know how the video quality was. We don't necessarily have the greatest internet connection in the world, but I'd like to know what our video quality was for this stream. So, but anyway, thank you guys so much, and we will check in with you next time.
Yeah. Bye.